Hey, what's up, guys? Aloha. Pretty happy to be making another video for you guys. So hopefully you guys like it. Today is going to be me hooking up my new Kayak Attack battery from Nocqua. This is the 10 amp hour model. I'm sure you guys all seen this already. Upgrading to this because this battery right here, my current battery, it's working all right, but I'm noticing it declining in runtime. It goes maybe like I'd say 6 hours on a Garmin 44CV. So before that, it used to go like 8 hours, but so it's kind of telling me it's degrading in performance. So time to hook this up. I've had this for a while, but just never got around to wiring it up. So as you can see here, I'm using this box from everybody gets from Walmart, and it works very well. I'm going to be using the same method to make the wires exit the new case, but this is a liquid tight fitting, and then these connectors, waterproof connectors, I got from eBay. One thing about these connectors, you can get them like a 10 pack and 20 pack, however much you want, but the tabs in here, the metal tabs that make contact, they're not too corrosion resistant. I'm guessing this is just regular metal, steel. So what I do is I get some Corrosion X, and with a needle or a small zip tie, I add some Corrosion X to the terminals in here and in the male area, the male plug rather. So just something to I think anybody should be doing anyway with any type of plug, is just making sure you corrosion proof your connectors. And as you can see here, I got some yoga mats and I glued them to the bottom so it would conform to the bottom of my kayak. I didn't want to strap this to the sail mast because I felt it was kind of heavy, but the new battery is light, so I might be doing that. But anyway, back to the original project. I mean the new project. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to be using another liquid tight fitting. Got this from the electronics store. This one is a little bit smaller than the other one that I got. This one I got from I believe it was Home Depot. But yeah, smaller because my new box is going to be smaller. This is just a sealable food container from Ross's that I found, and took a chance, bought it. It was like $3, kind of expensive, but considering it came from Ross's. But anyway, took a chance, and what do you know, it fits perfect. Of course, you got to fill it up with some foam just to take up the space, but that space is going to be good for all the extra wiring. So what I'm going to be doing is drilling a hole, a suitable hole to fit this through, and I'm going to be putting it on this end. But first, I have to connect these two. The eBay plug to the original Nocqua plugs. They give you connectors, waterproof connectors, crimp connectors to connect whatever you're connecting to, but I'm not going to use those. I'm going to be using, I'm going to be soldering it and covering it with heat shrink and sealing it with some liquid tape. Okay, so I cut some pieces of small shrink tubing. So this is going to be for covering up these small wires. Oh my, excuse me, my hands are so sweaty. It's super hot today. And this is going to be covering and keeping those two together when I heat shrink these two wires together. Yeah. And again, I'm going to be sealing them up with some liquid tape. Okay, first, before I solder everything up, almost forgot. I gotta thread this through here. So this is like a compression fitting. It's supposed to, as you tighten this, it's supposed to squeeze around this wire. So you could either fish the wires through. I'm gonna try that now, and hopefully it'll fit in the hole, but it's pushing it out. So all you gotta do is just force this part on. Whatever length you want to put it on. Whoa! See, almost forgot. That's why you gotta double check everything. Off this comes, and you gotta take this off. This has to go on after. Okay, first things first, drilling the hole for the watertight fitting, liquid tight fitting rather. So I pretty much determined I want it right here, not too much towards the bottom, but just right there. So I'm going to be using a step bit, and I believe the hole that I need is going to be 5/8. So here we go. I think so, right around there will be good. Before I go any further, I'm gonna make sure. Yep, yeah. So need at least one more step. One more step. Is that it? I don't know. Okay, that's 5/8. Clean up the hole so you can seal good. There you go. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna take some electronic contact cleaner on a microfiber rag just to clean that area. Hopefully I get a good seal here. And I believe this container is polyethylene or polypropylene, so I'm sure all you guys with plastic boats know, or plastic canoes, that polyethylene or polypropylene glues don't stick to them very well, so you gotta make sure it's clean and hope for the best. So I'm gonna be using some goop to seal it. As you can see, I always keep my goop in a Ziploc bag because this thing always hardens, especially at the tip, which is super irritating. Okay, so add some goop to the liquid tight fitting and kind of work it in there, make it get a good seal. And on the nut, don't forget to put sealant on the nut as well. You want to make sure you get a good seal. Well, the Nocqua battery pack is supposed to be waterproof, so that's good already, but I just wanted double protection, if you guys are wondering why I'm putting it in a box. I want my stuff to last a long time, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Get a wrench, hopefully this is big enough. It's not, it fits on this end. Kind of clean it up. That's good enough. It doesn't have to look good. You just have to seal good. Seal good. Okay, that's done. Now you take the pigtail. Excuse the mess. Let me cover this up first. Okay, let's feed this end through. This is the one that comes with the Nocqua battery kit. And I'm gonna make it like maybe stick this far out. Maybe not much. So challenge is feeding the wire through this seal, this bushing. I think so, it fits perfect, which is good because you want it, again, watertight. So right about there, I think so, that's good. And then fit it back in the that part. You can see that. And then thread on the nut, and that's gonna cinch down on the squeeze down on that rubber bushing in there, making for a super tight seal. no sealant needed for that, because it's again a compression type fitting. Sorry about the mess. Not too tight, just enough to squish it down. There you go. Okay. That's one step down. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be soldering this, so I'm going to be using all these shrink tubing along with what's that called, the liquid tape. So shrink tubing, and I'm gonna, they call it tinning, tin the leads. There you go. I'll redo this one. Okay, making sure positive to positive, negative to negative. Very important. So now put the shrink tubing over, making sure it's centered. And then get your lighter or whatever, heat gun, and then shrink away. Just use the blue part of the flame, so it lessens the chance of burning the shrink tubing. And the blue is the cleaner flame. Okay. And then that one to hold it together, make it a clean look, clean installation. There you go. So place the box in there. Again, before you hook up everything, making sure all the connections are good. And then tuck all your wires. Making sure the connector is aligned. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be using this end, actually this end, to charge the battery, because the charger that comes with the Nocqua battery kit has this connector on it already. I mean, yeah, it has this connector to charge this, to connect to this. Okay. Make it kind of neat. Sort of, kind of. And maybe stuff a pool noodle in there. I'll get back to you guys. I'm going to find one.